everybody. I'm Teresa.
I'm David.
We are out on a reconnaissance mission this weekend. We're not really sure what we're doing, but we stopped here at St. James at the Tourist Information Center just to really use the bathroom, but this is the first time we've been by here that it's open. And so we decided to start our video here because once we got in there, that place is a wealth of information. It's right, what interstate is that right?
I-44 and US 68.
It's right off I-44. So if you need to come in and they have maps of every state that adjoins Missouri. They have information on every city in this area. So we decided to start our video here, even though we have no idea where we're gonna end up.
Information about state parks and local towns nearby.
Yep, we will be back with you. We're checking out National Forest campgrounds and future camping spots. Visitor Center. We decided we were going to head down and do a video on Maramac Spring Park. It's not a state park. It's not a national. It is a privately owned place. It's owned by the James Foundation. It is one of the prettiest places in Missouri, I think. We're going to go down there and show you. It's a trout fishing area. They have a hatchery and they have a spring, and we'll get all that info. Also, a little town used to be down there. They had ironworks. There are iron foundations left, and there's a historic auto tour we're going to do. They have 2 museums. Don't know if we're going to have time to go into both of those, but we'll see. I know that we're going to show you as much as we can. They also have a campground, but I'm not sure if we're going to be able to get into that because it is gated off, and you can only get in if you have the code. We arrived at Maramac Spring Park. You have to check in. They have a restaurant, a store. Daily entrance is $5, $50 for an annual pass. They have a campground. Camping is $20 for non-electric and $30 for electric. We're going to see if we can get some information here when we pay our $5, and we will go from there. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Do you have any information or
on just the park in general?
history and stuff like that?
Yeah,
or?
sure.
Okay.
This is a map. Take the left out of here and follow the paved road. It'll take you up to the museum.
Okay.
The spring head and all that stuff.
Okay. Thank you.
Great day.
You as well. It's free kids fishing for free weekend. So there's a lot of kids in the park, the lady said. While we're walking to the spring, Dave wants to give you some information about this place.
Yeah, Maramac Springs is the 5th largest natural spring in Missouri. 96 million gallons of water. This place was settled in 1826. Before that, the Indian tribes was here, and the ironworks was used here all the way up to 1876 after the Civil War was over.
When we get done with this little loop, we're going to end up over where the foundation is, the ironworks foundations. So it is just beautiful here. Can you see the color of that water? It's just beautiful. Can you see the trout down there? All right, Dave has some more history he wants to read.
Following the death of William James, his granddaughter Lucy Workman James acquired ownership of Maramac Springs, the forest and farmland around it in 1920. Upon her death, 1938, she set up a trust authorizing the creation of James Foundation. Then Highway 8 was trying to be built through here by the state of Missouri, but they worked out a deal to go around the park to the southeast and up over the hill to the south.
Lots of history here in this park. We love coming here. We've brought our kids here. We've camped here several times.
2 museums.
Yep, it is just beautiful here. I took a picture once from this spot right here. Is about when the redbud trees were blooming. Had the most likes of a photo that I ever submitted. I think it was over 7,000 likes. I posted on the Love My Missouri Backyards Facebook page. If I find it, I'll post it on here so you can see what it was. Let's go see the rest of this park. Fire forges are?
Yep.
There used to be a town here. About 500 people lived here. And they would supply the Civil War with cannonballs and little bullets. And
Well, before the Civil War, they made kettles and ironworks for steamboats and ships and stuff like that until the war started.
yeah, they have preserved all of this. It is amazing.
They hauled it and floated it down the Gasconade River. The Maramac River, Gasconade River's in the area, and then eventually the Missouri River, and then Mississippi River to the iron mill.
I'm just gonna video this from over there because there's a lot of people over there
Yeah.
checking out that big forge. Families come here. We've already seen lots of families out here taking pictures of their kids. I've seen prom pictures taken out here. People get married here.
Picnic shelters,
Picnic shelters.
playground equipment for the kids.
Yeah. All right, we're gonna get up here and see what this is all about. Oh, Dave, did you look? Maramac Ironworks has been designated as a historical landmark.
Maramac Ironworks completed in 1929, fueled by charcoal from surrounding forest, powered by nearby Maramac Springs, middle of the century. Former tribal lands, the Shawnees, Phelps County, principal settlements following the death of Lucy Worthman and James, 1938. The foundation was created.
Whew, we got through that just in the nick of time. Everybody, the children are tired of fishing and they're all coming to look at the star of the show around here, and that's the spring and those waterfalls. So we are putting the dog into the Jeep. We're gonna head into the museum and see what, we've actually never really went in there, but we're going in today. They have volleyball nets up, big playgrounds, plenty of shelters. Here is the Agriculture Museum, closed, but here is what it looks like. It's got some equipment outside. We are gonna go do the historic tour because we can tell that every shelter in this park is reserved and it is starting to fill up. Generally, when you get over here to the historic drive section, the crowds thin down a lot. So we're gonna go on up here. There's a picnic area up this hill, among other things. Okay, when you get to this sign, you can go straight or you can turn left up the hill to the historic drive. We're gonna go down here. There's a scenic overlook and a picnic area. We're gonna show this to you. We have picnicked up here before. It is beautiful. But we love everything about this park.
You come in the fall with all the leaves gone, you can see across the whole valley.
We'll probably stop here. Look at this picnic area with the view. When the light they just set it. Oh, you can see a little bit. When you come out of where the picnic area is, you're going to turn right if you want to go to the historic drive. It's got a cemetery, an open iron pit up here. So much history on this park.
1,800, over 1,800 acres here.
We have parked at the Maramac Community Cemetery from 1858, 1882. 250 people are buried here from the ironworks, family members and workers. Dave wants to show you the map of where we are.
Cemetery's right up there. Road comes back around over to the open pit and circles back down to the Maramac Springs in the spring.
If you go into the visitor center where we just were, they have a great illustrations in many different models that shows how it goes the iron or from the grist mill up through the string town where the houses were to the iron pit and the mules and the wagons that brought it to and from. There's a lot of history and information down there.
Then on the other ridge is where they made the charcoal for the furnaces.
Yep.
And they still make charcoal in Missouri. Kingsford Charcoal's got a plant over there in Bell, Missouri.
Yep. See this little car right here? He's going the wrong way because as soon as you hit the historic drive, it's a one-way road. Most of these don't even have a marker, like they're just these PVC pipe things.
Well, they used to be marked with primitive concrete, but old as this cemetery is, over 170, 150 years old. All the concrete deteriorated, and the only thing that's left was the pipe that they set it on.
That's why, we think that's why that car turned around. Because you get to this little area, it's a little low water crossing. But don't get scared of that, just keep on coming.
There's a conservation ground right there.
Let's go to the mine overlook.
In that woods.
This is where they mined out the iron ore, what's left of it. They do a good job of representing what used to be here. So this cabin used to be right here. It's a mule skinner's house. His job consisted of driving teams of mules and caring for the animals. I'm not gonna stop at each one of these and get out, but I'll do the best I can here. George Evans spent some 3 years at the Maramac Iron Works. He and his brother started construction of the grist mill. He also built the boarding house and other residents.
He's one of the carpenters.
They just said these are about 50 to 75 feet apart.
Yards.
Yards apart. Dog trot cabin was here. That's 2 cabins that are joined together by the roof. Home of Davis Westlake and Mary Chambers. They married after the cabin was built in 1842. He was a master collier at the Maramac Iron Works. The information on this one got blown away, but there's a picture, and the fireplace is hanging on by a thread, it looks like. When the historic auto tour is over, you are going to come out right where we started. There's where we started, right there. All right, we're going to go over and see what we can find out about showing you the camper. We're just going to video as we go through here. We decided before we get to the campground part, we're going to turn where the fishermen fish. Everybody's getting their pictures taken. Here's one last view of where the water's coming from the spring.
We call it Spring Creek.
Spring Creek. I'll put this window down. There used to be a tree around here that was sideways, and I would chuck my kids up on it like, we're gonna take your picture on this tree. Woo, there are a lot of people down there fishing. We'll be down there in a minute. We have activities for the children over there. Looks like they're cooking some food.
Good bait.
We're just trying to slide through here without hitting anyone. That's always our plan. That's a good plan. Actually, our plan is usually when we're out traveling, don't do anything to get on the news. So not hitting someone, that is one of those plans. We're not going to get on the news today. There are a lot of people out here fishing, and I have no idea if this is normal or not.
Just another one of those kids fishing weekend. Saturday after Mother's Day is the first day out. We got other ones thrown out through the year.
Everybody's out and about, barbecuing. This is what life's about, people. Get out and get some nature. Spend some time with your family. If you like them, go see something you've never seen before.
I think we're going to put a wrap on this video. We hope you enjoyed Maramac Spring Park. It's one of our favorites in Missouri. 5th largest spring.
Yep.
Trout hatchery.
Yep. They got the Ironworks Festival second weekend in October.
We have always wanted to come to that. We might do that this year. This is a beautiful, beautiful park. One of my first memories is when my grandma and grandpa, my aunt, uncle, my family, we all came down here. We had a picnic. I think it was my grandma and grandpa's birthday. Beautiful park down here. The foundation, the ironworks history is amazing. And that historic auto tour, we just love doing that. And don't forget about that picnic area that's up on top of the hill that most people don't even get to. It's beautiful up there. Anything else you can think of that we're missing out on, Dave, here?
Not that I can think of right now.
If you can make yourself down here, just out 8 miles out of St. James, Maramac Spring Park, it's not a hidden gem. A lot of people know about it, but it is a gem, one of Missouri's finest gems. You need to come on down here. It's beautiful down here. Hang on, I gotta get my thoughts together. It's just so beautiful. There's water running. America's beautiful. Get out and see it.
Like, subscribe if you want to.
We'll see you on the road.